Everyone, good morning.
Good morning and happy 2021 to everyone except Mitch McConnell.
Hello and good morning.
Good morning, Mitch McConnell. Get wrecked.
Not good morning or good morning? Are we saying good or are we not saying good morning to Mitch McConnell?
You can say good morning to him if it's also followed by a get wrecked.
All right, I get it. Hi everyone, good morning.
Hi, it's chilly, oh you betcha.
It is, and it's too early.
It's too early. Hey, not only are we the first, best, and only morning show across all media, time, and space, but this is also our first episode of 2021.
Hey.
It must be January 1st, 2021.
It must be January 21st, 2021, I would assume, if it's our first show.
We want to start off with a little requiem, a little in memoriam, if you will.
Yes.
For those that could not follow us into 2021, the year where Mitch McConnell gets fucking wrecked.
Goodbye to Farmville.
Goodbye, Farmville.
Farmville's gone.
The Senate Majority Leader of our hearts.
The thing that occupied a weird amount of our mother's times in the mid-2000s, the thing that we had to sign on to Facebook for to send our mom extra parts to build a tractor.
Give me money.
And the characters that look exactly like that weird game Yoville that I spent too much time on as a teenager and ended with some troubling memories.
Give me your personal information. For friends. You grow one cabbage.
Why does she sound like that?
I don't know.
Farmville, man. Farmville, basically, I mean, look, were there browser games before Farmville? Absolutely. Mm-hmm. Were there social games before Farmville? Absolutely.
Yeah, were there Facebook games before Farmville, even specifically?
Yes, there were. Farmville, though, really is the thing. And, you know, as we're saying get wrecked to Mitch McConnell, get wrecked Zynga.
Yeah, get wrecked Zynga.
For everything you did to gaming. Look, somebody was gonna be Zynga.
Of course.
Some Zynga was going to appear.
Absolutely.
But Zynga was the Zynga that appeared.
Zynga was the Zynga, and we gotta hold Zynga responsible for that. For their microtransactions and their completely normalizing of having to spend money to continue playing the game.
So the original Farmville debuted in 2009. God, it was a different world then. Can you believe it? And it's since spawned Farmville 2, Farmville 2 Country Escape, and Farmville 3.
I know there were other Farmvilles.
Who knew that people were still playing Farmville and that there were so many Farmvilles? And yet, can you even, how do you even get to games on Facebook anymore?
I have
even a
no
thing?
idea. I'm sure it is. I'm sure it's still a thing.
I haven't logged into Facebook in months. Who knows how to get to games on Facebook?
Who knows how to get to... Hey, could someone give us a tutorial on how to get to games on Facebook? I'm only on Facebook to participate in my American Girl Doll community groups, of course, that I joined 6 of, assuming that we were going to make that video, and we haven't yet.
We're going to.
We'll get there. Probably.
So Farmville, you might remember, create, like Saige was saying, created things like didn't create them, but real-time loops, loot boxes, all of these things that then became popularized in like Candy Crush and Angry Birds, everything that became free-to-play games with in-app purchases.
Yep.
Everything that makes basically any mobile app store what it is today is because of Farmville, and the fact that Farmville had 32 million daily active viewers, or active users at its height. A total of 85 million players. By 2013, it had made $1 billion in player purchases. Microtransactions on Facebook, it had made $1 billion in 4 years.
That's so borderline disturbing. I mean, Farmville walked so that Roblox could fly at the end of the day. By the way, thank you all for those subs. We'll acknowledge those, I promise, in just a moment here. But yeah, Farmville is wild. I think the first game that I can remember playing on Facebook was it was like Battle Rabbits or Battle Bunnies or something of that sort.
That sounds like a thing.
A very, 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 very early Facebook game, and it had no like animation to it. It was an image of a bunny, and you could just kind of almost like poking attack your friend's bunnies, and that was the extent of it.
Yeah, I remember I remember because we did a mobile app show and like tech shows on Revision 3, I had to like go to the Zynga office and like interview everybody at Zynga about like how cool it was to work at Zynga and stuff. And they were like, remember, this is a positive piece. I'm like, is it?
Is it?
Is it?
Is that how we're, okay.
I was, fun fact, I was never asked back to host the IGF Awards because I made a joke. I was like, it's so good to be here because in a few weeks you'll all be owned by Zynga. So it's so good to be here now. And it was just dead silence in the audience, except for probably one Zynga bro who laughed. And I was never invited back to host the IGF Awards
Weird,
again.
I can't imagine why. I don't know.
It's okay that some things are going away, because some things going away means new and good things are coming to us. I don't have to listen to the Persona soundtrack on YouTube anymore. I do not have to find a playlist of the Persona soundtracks.
All of it's now on Spotify and Apple Music.
Ooh, I never saw it coming.
It's funny because my Spotify wrap this year and the end of the year wrap up, and it's like your top songs of 2020. About half of them are video game soundtracks. Like I'll just be listening to like, and it'll be like this Billie Eilish song or like this Rage Against the Machine song, and then it'll be like, and Tetris.
Let's DMCA ourselves. It's
No,
worth it.
no,
it's
no,
worth
it's
it
not.
for Persona.
It's not.
It's
It's
worth
not.
it. Have you
It's
heard the
not
Persona
worth it
5
for Persona.
soundtrack? It's worth it.
No, it is not worth it for Persona.
It's
It is
worth
not
it.
worth it.
We're
It
gonna
is not-
play
we're
it
not
now.
We're not gonna play it. I will cut the audio.
The soundtracks that are available now on Spotify and Apple Music include Persona 2, Persona 3, Persona 4, and Persona 5. Ooh, as well as music from the spin-off games like Persona Q and Persona 4 Arena Ultimax. There are even a couple of live albums of live performances of Persona music. You know, there was a live Persona concert series. There was a live Persona play. There was a stage show, like a
That I
P5
didn't know.
stage show.
Huh.
Yeah, that had its own soundtrack. It was supposed to be a very cool stage show. God, I was supposed to go to Japan last year.
I was also supposed to go to Japan last year.
I'm supposed to go to Japan every year. That's what's supposed to happen. And I was supposed to see this Persona thing. Anyway, good morning to everyone except Mitch McConnell.
Akotoroku had an excellent suggestion in chat that they all just sing the Persona 5 music in chat because they can't DMCA strike that. And I think that's an excellent suggestion.
You can't DMCA strike friendship and community. Although they are going to find a way. They're working on an algorithm right now.
Yeah, where if you even type lyrics to a song, we have to pay money.
That will
Probably.
allow that to happen.
Absolutely. They take actually 100% of your sub money if you mention the lyrics to a song.
100%. Wow, that's actually very generous. Ticketmaster?
What?
Evil?
Ticketmaster? Who would have thought, right? Well, Ticketmaster is going to be paying $10 million in a lawsuit because what they did was they hired an employee of a competitor, a previous employee of a competitor that still had access to logins and passwords for internal company accounts, tracking what that company would be doing so that they could cut them off the kneecaps.
They basically were hacking their rivals. Now, what happens if you hack your rival? What happens if you hack? Surely there is restitution.
There's consequence.
There's justice.
No.
Yes.
There is a drop in the bucket of Ticketmaster money.
So here's the thing. Corporations is people. Legally, corporations is people.
Yeah.
When you punish a corporation, you sort of punish them the way you punish a person. So, they were found guilty of hacking and essentially crippling their competition. And so they were fined a very large fine for a human, $10 million. Now, have you ever seen a Ticketmaster ticket fee? That's about $25 a ticket.
Yeah, even if your ticket's only $25, that's still $25 a ticket. It's bananas.
So $10 million is nothing to ticket. They literally went to court and went, yeah, we did it.
Yeah, they were like,
We did it. Oh, well, will you punish the employees? No, you can't punish the employees.
No, not the CEO,
They're
the
legally-
corporation.
They're legally protected because they're part of the corporation, which is the person who is being punished. You can't punish the individuals within a corporation. You can only punish the corporation.
And the corporation has hand over fist ungodly amounts of money. So like $10,000 or $10 million to completely eliminate a competitor because that competitor has now gone out of business. That competitor being CrowdSurge, which no longer exists.
No longer exists. Isn't that weird? Isn't that weird? And so they said they paid their $10 million and they walked away. Here's the only part of Cyberpunk that's real and true is that like literally corporations are the law can punish them to the extent of the law, and corporations are like, well, you got us. Maybe we're gonna build a private army. What? Yeah, maybe we'll build a private army. I don't know. Maybe we have military forces in other countries enforcing our own laws.
Ticketmaster looked at CrowdSurge's personal information and said, "Is it for me?
Can I have this?
Is for me?" And it was.
Yeah, so we are a mere, we're talking, this is Wanda Watch, and we are 9 days away from WandaVision.
I'm so excited.
This is kind of interesting. The latest trailer for WandaVision came out, and it had like a little snippet of a theme song. Like, oh, the WandaVision. Like, really cute, because if you've watched the trailers for WandaVision, basically it's different. They're in different eras of TV. So every episode is like a different sitcom era, and this story is kind of interesting. Every era is going to have a different theme song written by the team that wrote all of the original music for Frozen. This is the wild thing about Disney Plus.
Yeah, right? They just have those people and they can just be like, we're going to do that.
It's the wild thing about Disney. It's like, oh yeah, well, we'll get these people from over here, and we'll get these people, and we'll get these people, and we'll get these movie stars to do 8 episodes of television.
Yeah.
Like,
yes.
It's wild.
It looks absolutely delightful. I am counting down the days to this show, and I love the addition of an original theme song for each one. I think that that's such a clever idea.
I love meta shit about TV and television format. I love creepy shit. I love shit that's about how permeable the fucking boundaries of reality are. This is gonna be
and I love Scarlet Witch.
And we love the Scarlet Witch.
Scarlet Witch so much.
Maybe, hey, but I will say this, and I think this will be a major part of this series, is a lot of people are very confused about the Scarlet Witch because there is no what do Captain America do? Strong man, throw shield.
Okay.
What do an Iron Man do? Robot man, fly, shoot laser.
Have money.
Have money. Have money.
I love it.
The greatest superpower of all in American society.
Of course.
Spitterman, he do a sticky and he flip, right? Like, we know what these... Everybody who's coming away from the MCU, and a lot of this had to do with... Well, there are a few reasons for it, but a lot of people coming away from the MCU were like, I don't know what Wanda does.
That's because she can do literally everything in the comics.
Yeah, it's
unbelievably powerful.
Yeah, her ability, Scarlet Witch has probability ability. She affects probabilities, but she can do so much more, and I think they were kind of holding back for a couple reasons. Number one, they didn't want to make Scarlet Witch too powerful before this Fox X-Men deal went through.
Yeah.
Because there were two competing Scarlet, you know what I mean? There were gonna be two competing Scarlet Witches in those universes. And then number two, they just didn't want to let us know exactly how powerful Wanda was, because if the average person understood how powerful Wanda was, they would have been like, why is there an endgame?
Yep. Thanos wouldn't have been a problem, and Captain Marvel wouldn't have been necessary if they had put Wanda at her full capacity. I would still love Captain Marvel to exist, but like, she wouldn't be the most powerful.
It's the same reason they had to have Doctor Strange eliminate himself from the equation, because it's like, you've got Doctor Strange, dude. He do a magic.
Yeah, just magic it away.
Just fucking magic it, dude. Dormammu, I've come to Bergen, and then you're trapped in time. That's him doing in America.
That's your Doctor
Dormammu, I've come to Bergen. He's gotten so much better, but if you go back and watch the first Doctor Strange, because he had to do that line over and over, and they had him, you can tell they didn't just replay it, they had him do it like 10 different ways, and it's all, Dormammu, I've come to Bergen, I'm an American man, my name is Stephen Strange. So they had to remove these kind of cosmic level entities from the films. But what I'm hoping is WandaVision will now sort of, I have a feeling Wanda is causing all of this.
Yes.
You know what I mean? There's a run of these comics that you can read that's kind of like, oh, I sort of know what's going on here.
Mm-hmm.
There's a huge possibility that Wanda is causing this entire thing herself.
Yeah.
Which would then show the extent of her power.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm kind of hoping that happens. It also has a bit of like Legion, but like, you know, the Legion TV show, but a little friendlier and a little more accessible. You know, like Disney and Marvel doing Legion as opposed to like the fucking wild FX version of Legion, which was just like, you want to get dark and 60s as fuck?
Yeah, let's get weird.
Which, like, my answer is yes, but that's not everybody's answer.
AQ Trans said, why wasn't Doctor Strange British in the MCU? Easy solution to that dumb accent, honestly. It should be as easy to do things like that. But how do you think that American Marvel fans would have been angry?
Maybe.
We're never angry about the ridiculous cultural appropriation that we take for white people all of the time, but then you made him British, and now that was mine.
Yeah, I mean, could be. He's just so quintessential, but he's just, well, I guess it doesn't matter, but I was going to say he's so quintessentially New York. He's one of the New York heroes.
That's true, he is one of the New York heroes.
And the whole deal is, you know, Stephen Strange, born and raised in New York, but so what? So what? We, you know, Tom Holland's already holding that down.
Yeah, right?
We could have had Stephen Strange be British. I'm just happy he wasn't Johnny Depp. Because right up until the last moment, he was going to be Johnny Depp.
I didn't know that.
They were hugely angling for Johnny Depp, and Cumberbatch was the second person they went to.
Oh my God, thank goodness. Let me see somebody chat. Lee Green Griffin said British accents are for villains. Duh.
That's true.
That's canonically true.
Canonically true. Although, what I like about The Mandalorian this year is like, hey, are you Imperial? That's cool. Maybe you're not British. What?
There's Empire people that aren't British?
But you know what's funny is there's this great, in one of the Leia novels, I believe it was an E.K. Johnston novel. There's this great thing. There's a scene where they do the scene where she's talking to Vader and Tarkin, and you know how Carrie Fisher was using that British accent?
Yes.
And then she stops using the British accent.
Yes.
In the book, the way she describes it is she's doing the accent to make fun of them because none of them have that accent, and they pick it up in the academy. Like in the Imperial Academy, you're specific. Being in the Imperial Academy is apparently like being an actor signed to a movie studio in the golden age of Hollywood, where they're like, okay, now we're gonna teach you to talk exclusively in the transatlantic
Right,
accent.
exactly.
Oh, darling.
Oh, sure.
What a wonderful time it is to be alive.
And they're coming for my diamonds.
And so the Imperial accent is sort of like, they put it on so they sound fancy. And so Leia
separate themselves.
Yeah, and so Leia was making fun of them.
I love that we justified that. I do. Because even Carrie Fisher has always just been like, I don't know, man.
I don't
we didn't know what
they
we were
thought
doing.
maybe they wanted it British and then they didn't.
They just ended up deciding against it, so it didn't do it anymore. I guess. There's also been a little bit of debate about Scarlet Witch having a Roma background and her no longer being Roma, supposedly, but that is actually, according to the comics, she was not of descent of Romani people, but rather was raised by.
Yeah.
It was not her actual origin.
It's a tricky thing, and I don't want them to I don't want them to pull any representation away, but I also want to make sure that like whatever representation was being done correctly. It was not just appropriation, right? Oh, she's the Scarlet Witch because she's Romani and they're mystical. No. Also, why her brother just fast then?
Right.
Brother just fast.
Competitive
dog dancing?
Competitive dog dancing?
Competitive dog dancing. Saige.
Okay. What? Why is there even competitive dog dancing? Who made that a thing?
Smart people.
Smart people made competitive dog dancing a thing. Well, surely it's like the things you see on America's Got Talent where they're silly and ridiculous and no one's taking it seriously, right?
No, they take it very seriously.
Oh, I'm confused.
Now, I want to show you this good footage of a dog dancing, but it is to Evanescence's Bring Me to Life. Evanescence's Bring Me to Life. And because of that, we will get DMCA'd. But don't worry. We found an alternative that we think will give you the same.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, so here we go.
All right. Oh, God. Yeah, there you go. Should probably still play the video.
Oh, wait.
Wait. You're playing them both.
Wait.
No, mute the audio. No.
Wait.
Yeah. This is competitive dog dancing. We figured no DMCA will hit us for shitty polluted. Yeah. Which beat do you even dance to?
Ooh!
Yeah, this is dumb. You're correct.
What?
This is dumb.
We think this is dumb?
This is both remarkable and dumb.
It's remarkable that there is a community for it. I hope there is a community out there for everything everyone loves.
Now, yes, absolutely. I gotta be honest with you. I saw this and I thought, we give horse girls too much shit. We should really be giving dog people a harder time.
Well, particularly dog dancing, because somebody in chat was just like, hey, this seems like it's more about the person than the dog.
It is so much more about the person than the dog.
Because everybody who's in chat is right. This seems like just a regular dog show routine.
Yeah, but to Evanescence.
But to Evanescence and more attention on me.
Right. She's like, but what if I got to do this?
But what if I got to do it?
Can we watch one more, but we can use it for the secret?
Yeah, I think this may be watchable.
It may be fun. It might be a fun cheer. Yeah, music's off though.
Really? Even this music?
Probably yes. I wouldn't risk it.
Okay.
I wouldn't risk it. It is certainly not.
Just a little. Like, this is no longer about the dog.
No, absolutely not. She was like, I've always wanted to wear this outfit. Let's go.
Do the videos have closed captioning?
No.
Yes. Yes, and it says
Woof.
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 I do like this one because there is some handing off of the hat between the dog and the lady, and that dog looks like
cute.
That dog looks like he's having a little bit more fun than Evanescence dog
Yeah,
is.
Evanescence dog was not having a good time.
Like, that dog's wagging his tail. That dog's like, man, there's nothing I love more than when we put on these feather boas and walk backwards.
Right. Evanescence dog, it feels like you are, like the dog was worried about her the whole time. Like you're doing these dramatic gestures and you've got a dog trying to provide emotional support in routine. And I didn't like that.
So
Look at those jumps though.
That dog's got ups. So listen, I don't, this is not necessarily the way things are, but I'm gonna say this is the way things are at my high school when I was in high school.
Uh-huh.
There were the cheerleaders, and then if you didn't make cheerleader, you wound up on something called the color guard.
Right, okay.
Okay?
Yes.
Which I would be hard pressed to tell you what the difference between the two are. But I do know that color guard was considered less than cheerleader.
Okay.
I feel like these are adult color guard reps.
Yeah. Yeah.
I feel like I feel like this is like color guard people grew up to be this person.
Yeah, they're still there, 100%. There was like what were the twirlers and stuff, or like ribbon
I think that's
dancers
color
as
guard.
well. Maybe, yeah. So like I was a competitive cheerleader. I was not a high school cheerleader. I didn't go to high school. I was homeschooled. So I had to have I did the mean kind of cheerleading where they were mean to us.
And I was schooled on the mean streets.
Nice. But after we would compete, there would be essentially the competition after the cheer competition that would be like ribbons and stick twirling and stuff, which like no shade. Look, I'm sure they were great. But like that exists. That separation and stereotype exists everywhere.
Yeah, okay. But so I think maybe these are people that wanted to go to Westminster but also wanted to be dancers, and this is where they wound up. Dogs maybe not great enough. Maybe they're not great enough. I don't know. Not great enough. By not great enough, I'm going to say not correct for.
Sure.
Dog not correct for Westminster Kennel Club. Person maybe not correct for Cirque du Soleil. So you wind up here.
And this exists.
And it exists, and you can do it, and you can do that with your dog, and you can win. Saige,
Yeah.
I think Dagger and I can do it.
You think Dagger can do it?
I think Dagger and I can do it.
Dagger's sleeping in the corner.
No. Dagger and I can do this.
I mean, we should probably at least try. Who would we be if we didn't at least try? Well, since he's here, we may as well see if he's willing to get up and do a little performance for us. Should we maybe put on the Evanescence song?
Yeah.
We should probably put on some shitty fluting. I'm just getting our other thing set up real quick so that they'll be able to see it. Of course.
Make sure that this is not at ear-splitting levels of shitty flute.
Yeah. Oh, okay. We will not be on that scene. Come to think of it.
Okay.
It's fine. We'll hear it on the microphone, apparently. Okay. Oh God, no feet.
No feet.
No, it's fine. Not sexual contact.
Dagger, come here. Come here. Come on. You can do it, bud. Don't hide from me. Don't hide from me. Put on your little suit. No.
Doing great. Both doing great. I'm starting to feel like this is more about Anthony.
Come here, bud. Come here. Come on. You sit. You clap. Dagger, clap. Come on, clap. Sit. Clap. Clap. Yeah! Good boy. Spin. Can you spin? Spin. That was a slow ass spin. Sit. Shake. Clap. Dance. Be free. Spin. Can I dip you?
The answer is no. That's a beautiful performance, Anthony. Well, that was the news and that.
That was the news, and the most important thing. That was
Sitting
Dagger
with my
dancing.
chair. We appreciate you all very much. Thank you for all the support you've given us so far. We're very excited for the new year. Anthony, where can they find you on the internet?
Oh my gosh, I'm at A Carboni everywhere except for here on Twitch, where I'm at Anthony Carboni. Twitch, you cowards, it's mine. Give it back to me. You can also find my science comedy podcast with Jeff Canada. We have concerns every Friday. And yeah, that's about it.
That's about it.
That's about it.
Excellent. Well, hi, everyone. I go by Not Saige everywhere on the internet. You can find me on my channel every Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday. And I'm here on this channel like almost every day. We have a bunch of new shows launching in January. Catch One Time on the Internet on the 17th. And Dance Dice and Everything Nice this coming weekend. It's very exciting. All right here on twitch.tv/PixelCircus. And exciting things coming up. Join the Discord. We always announce what we're up to. We have a fun giveaway this week coming up.
We have so many things coming
Secrets.
up. Join the Discord. We love you. We'll see you on Friday. Get wrecked, Mitch McConnell.
Should we see if there's someone awake to raid?
Get wrecked, Mitch
Is
McConnell.
anyone awake to raid?
Let's raid Mitch McConnell's house and take his snacks.
Someone's already done that.
Take his snacks from
I
him.
think I've got somebody. We've got Luxy Games.
Great.
Luxy is a sweet bean. Luxy is doing a playthrough of Red Dead Redemption right now. She is absolutely phenomenal and hilarious. I love her stream so much. So, what's our raid called, Bia? Should be something about Dagger's dance party? Dog dance party?
Sure. I love it.
Excellent. Well, you guys, I am going to pop that right there. Go copy pasta that into Luxy's chat. Have a wonderful rest of your day. And we'll see you all very soon.
Get wrecked, Mitch McConnell.